to ETS. I'm Donna Lopez, and this is your channel message for August 25th through to the 31st. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Let's take a look and see. I see green fields last forever. I'm seeing a lot of tall grass, springtime energy, springtime garden. So there's just this feeling of freshness and newness, new day, new dawn. The month of April is coming in very strong. I believe they're sharing that with me because some of you may have had somebody that went in or out of the body. So they had a birthday or they transitioned in April and they're just stepping into, it's funny, they're saying you've been looking in the mirror long enough and now it's time to, because I feel like you've been distracted by yourself, is what they're saying. And they're saying it's time to open up to new pathways in consciousness. But they're also saying that you have some depression that they want you to look at. And as you start to look at it and honor its message, you start to revisit your old self and learn to love what was unlovable before and forgive what seemed to be unforgivable. And so that, along with this new fresh energy for everyone, green, like green is the color. It's really coming in so strong. That's the color of the heart chakra. Some people call the heart chakra pink or green and the pink. But it's also a color for growth, and it's the freshness, just fresh spring grass. And so that freshness is coming in, and they're using my fist like this. They're saying, because I can't hold on to this any longer. So whatever you've been holding on to, that you've been fighting, that you haven't been speaking on, that you haven't been correlating, it's like time to let it go. Let it figure itself out. Sometimes when you don't have to have all the answers. All you have to be is in a state of discovery. So bring yourself back into that reset of a state of discovery and newness and freshness and new beginnings. In any moment, we can begin again. We don't have to wait till Monday. I also hear something about, I'm holding a stone here. They're just going to, can't force myself to do this. And I feel, again, this is some of you getting in your own way, making yourself have to change, making yourself have to face something, I can't be depressed. You can be depressed. If you are depressed, you are depressed. So look at what's pressing down on you and just be with it. You don't have to get rid of it right away. You don't have to solve it all in a day. You can give it back to Mother Earth and let her kind of neutralize it and figure it out for you. You just let the universe start to undulate and move you and listen. That inner listening as you're being guided. I also see a lot of beauty and balance for many of you. Many of you are recognizing your inner truths and understanding the areas in your life and inside yourself where you are balanced. And it's refreshing to you to recognize the simplicity of what that is. I hear calm waters, still waters. As they say, I bring you beside the still waters and I restore your soul. So when we're scattered and our minds and our hearts and everything is cluttered, it's very difficult to find that stillness. But as you just ask to be led, you'll be led into the stillness, into the quietness. I hear something about global alert. This is a world issue. It's almost as if I'm seeing a red grid system around the earth, as if something electromagnetic has made things, electricity not, I just feel there's going to be an electrical issue, but it'll be like a global experience. Something very strange, when you think about all the satellites and everything we've put out there that's cluttered the space, you wonder why something like this wouldn't have happened sooner. I would just say get your candles in order, make sure you have your can opener that you can handle with your hand and foods that you can eat without having to cook, or have a different way. Barbecue grills can still work if they're not electric. Yeah, a lot of things are electric. So maybe store up some water. So this isn't a fear-based thing, is because I don't feel like this will last a long time, but I want to be prepared for at least 3 to 5 days. I'm smiling because they say Carol is my friend, and I just got such a crackle in this room. And I do have a friend named Carol, and then click. I just got a click in my room too. So perhaps her mom is here touching in, because I feel like this is making me smile because there's changes coming in her life that are going to be big and beautiful, and I really have to share that. So that's what's going on for her. I hear the leaves are changing. I feel I'm seeing that in terms of money. I see a nice green leaf, but I see that it's just different. Money. I hear a devalued. So there's a devaluation. I know the U.S. dollar is already devalued quite a bit, but there's a devaluation. But I still see it's still green. It's still a viable currency. But I think people are taking a better look at money, and how I can make that money more resourceful. Than if it's devaluing, then how can I invest it to make it be of more value at this time? It's really interesting. They're going, that's a wedding day. So for some, you will be getting married, or being proposed to, or starting to set into action your wedding day. And it feels significant other. It feels good. Feels cohesive. It's going to work. I feel Thursday, it's like, don't make yourself choose what you're not ready to choose. Because I feel like you want to choose something, but you're just not in a mood to choose it. Whether it's to write a letter to someone, never write a letter or an email or text to somebody that you don't have clarity with. If you want to write it out and then think about it, do that, but you don't have clarity. I also see something, though, about failure. I feel as though some of you are feeling that you've been a failure, and you're wanting to have a conversation about where you may have failed someone, or failed a job, or failed in life, or something of that nature. And there's a course correction there that you're doing, and it feels very good. I also hear something about clean and sober. I know it's one of the steps is to rectify where you may have wronged, set time, and renegotiating conversations, friendships, partnerships, and a very good kind of a negotiating time. And I also, again, they're reiterating, I don't have to make a choice right now. So for any of you that were trying to make a choice, you don't have to. Feel free to let it go even. Don't choose it all. Because when things are right, you don't have to force things. The choice is just there. All right. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Wow. There's a good. Beautiful. All right. Thank you all so very much. Have a great week.